Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with our Friday workout. A lot of fun stuff, a lot of options today. So let's get to the warm-up and the strength portion, which I'd like for everyone to at least attempt, and then we'll get into the options and the choose your own adventure stuff afterwards. So it's three minutes of your choice warm-up pace cardio, and then 2 rounds through. Start with some air thrusters. So this is thumbs at your shoulder, and we're doing a combo movement of a squat to an overhead press, right? And really, we're not doing this for lifting right now. This is for stretching, right? But we're mimicking a movement that we do and we all love, right? Which is either the wall ball or the thruster. And then we're gonna do bottoms up kettlebell walking lunges. So I'd like for you to get 4 reps with the kettlebell in each hand, right? And we're gonna do it just from the bottoms up position, like so, elbow out front. It's more difficult if you raise it up a little higher, less difficult if you have it a little bit lower. So play with those 2 positions, maybe play with some different weights, but whichever hand is holding the dumbbell or the kettlebell, I want you to step forward with that leg. And we're gonna do 4 in a row on that leg, and then switch to the opposite hand. So now it's in my right hand, so I'm stepping forward with my left leg, right? Walking lunges, same leg, steps forward every time until I switch arms, right? Next, we're gonna do 2 10-second push-ups, right? So from the top of the push-up, counting down, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, touch the ground, and then do whatever you gotta do to get back up. If that's a knee push-up, if it's a wormy push-up, do something to get back to that top of the plank position, and then do 1 more. So try to stay really nice, tight, braced on the way down, all the way to the ground. When you finish that Spider-Man stretch, so that's our elbow to the ground, plant both hands, and try to straighten your legs out. Elbow to the ground, plant both hands, try to straighten your legs out. Last one is wall angels. So rotator exercise, scapular positioning warm-up exercise, but back to the wall, knees bent, and then rotate up, like I'm trying to touch my wrists to the wall without letting my back sneak away. Reach up until my elbows are straight. I like to keep my head pressed back against the wall too, so I'm warming up all of those muscles that kind of pull my chest apart, pull my arms back, and rotate my elbows, or rotate my wrists backwards, okay? For the warm-up or workout today, we're gonna do bench press. Restricted weight. I don't have any tweaks on this for tempo. No, it's just 12 clean reps. Definitely use spotters because failure will sneak up on you on a workout like this, right? Especially when I have restricted rest interval. You can grab the bar wherever you want to grab it. Usually just outside shoulder width is the most common grip width, right? Touching my sternum and then extending until the bar is over my shoulders. Sets of 12 in that moderate rep range. So think in the like 50, 60% range is great for that. And recognize that you may need help from a spotter as you get into the later rounds, because we are restricting the rest interval on this to about a minute, right? So not to failure, but definitely try to maintain a solid pace, and you should have your heart rate up. You should not feel recovered when you get back underneath the bar. The superset activity, which also will wind you just a little bit, but is not terribly taxing, is a 20-second pal-off hold from the power position. So my feet are in line, I'm in my power stance, and I'm pressing that band out. So it is trying to rotate me towards the rig, and I am using my lower abdominals to not allow that rotation to occur. So this is a perfect straight line that cuts me in half, left to right, right? So chin, chest, hips, and hands all in one straight line as I do the pal-off hold. Try to align yourself first and then press out into the tension, as opposed to getting the tension and trying to rotate yourself into the good position. It is much better to start in a good position and apply resistance than it is to start in a bad position and try to add resistance to it, okay? All right, that's our strength training for today. Next will become the choose your own adventure part. And I say focus on your priorities. So in other words, you could do one of these first, and you could do the other one second. You could do it exactly as written, or you could just do one piece and leave the other piece out, okay? So up to you what you'd like to do. So there's 2 little accessory or metabolic pieces after the main strength piece today. So 3 rounds for time is the Metcon part, and it should be relatively short and it should be relatively challenging, and we're still doing more flex activities, more pressing, body weight pushing exercises. So 35 and 28 calories on the bike every time, and then you're going to do 3 different versions of a push-up, right? So the first round will be normal push-ups, right? So that's like my hands wherever I want to have them, right? And this applies whether you're doing this on a bench, on the ground, on a bar, whatever, right? So normal push-ups, chest to the ground, elbows straight. Next one will be slightly less reps, but I want my hands wider. So if you see where my handprints are, I want to be at least a hand width outside of my normal grip width or grip stance. And then the last one will be narrower. So again, hands inside, right? So another hand width inside. And these ones are the most challenging, and so they will be the lowest reps. And we're just repeating that sequence back and forth for 3 total rounds. It should be a good little intense cash out at the end with some pressing activities in it. The accessories on the other side of it, right, which again, do this first, do this second, is start off with dumbbell pullovers. So now I'm on my bench and reaching up overhead, stretching those shoulders out, elbows straight on this as I pull it back over my body for 10 reps. Then we're gonna do 20 reps of a plate twist. So standing in the power position, holding a plate out in front of me, rotating over and back is 1. I'm doing a total of 20. So this is all shoulders and core that I'm working here. Over and back is 20. The plate should stay in the same spot. You should kind of pick something to look at through the hole in the middle of the plate and try to maintain that focus the entire time you're doing it. Next one will be tricep extensions and bicep curls, right? So you can do this a lot of different ways. I have the band. I prefer the band for the triceps. I feel like it gives the best accommodating resistance here, but band over the rig, and I'm just pressing down into the tension of the band for 30 reps. And then if you want to, you can either do dumbbell curls or band curls to finish. So if you do the band curls, just stand on top of the band and curl from elbow straight until your thumb gets close to your shoulder, okay? And that is our, the curls are optional, and I wanted to say that because there are pull-ups in the workout tomorrow. So if you do a lot of pulling and shoulder work today, it may take away from what you can do tomorrow. So just keep that in mind if you want to or if you don't want to do that part, okay? All right, that's it for Friday. Have a great one. See you guys for a fun workout on Saturday.